Are you an online English teacher? Do you want to know how to teach conversation English? My name is Camden and I mentor teachers online for AmazingTalker. If you don't do the 8 things that I share with you in this video, then you're not going to get the results that you want. When you're meeting the student for the first time, first impressions are everything. So the first thing that you need to do is prepare these 4 questions. And I recommend that you practice answering them in your second language. Put yourself in the student's shoes and you will become a better online teacher instantly. The first 5 minutes of the trial lesson is like the introduction, getting to know your student. Be sure to use these questions and answers in the first 5 minutes so you can establish that relationship with your student. Now you know why the student needs to improve their English and how often they're looking to take online classes throughout the week. The second thing that you need to do is ask the student which app they use most frequently. Line, WhatsApp, WeChat, or Telegram. Then add the student immediately on that app. Do it right in the class. As soon as you finish those questions and answers in the first 5 minutes, you get the direct access to the student that you need to build and grow the most amazing relationship. You can send homework, and the student can also send audio messages and written assignments or even videos, which is going to help you go the extra mile for your students and over-deliver on value. Also, it's really important for emergency situations. If you cannot make the class or if Zoom is not working properly, that way you can message the student and explain what's going on. Don't make the same mistake that I have. Add the student immediately. The next thing that you can do if you want to have a great conversation English class online is to use these topics. This is your homework assignment that you need to complete. Send it to me. Pick 5 topics that you like and write 2 or 3 questions for each topic. So that's about a total of 12 or 15 questions that you need to create and have those ready before you go into the first class. Welcome to the nitty-gritty of today's video. Congratulations on getting this far. The next 3 things that I'm going to share with you are critical for your success. What are 3 things that every student needs to improve their conversations in English? Synonyms, to build vocabulary, phrasal verbs, to understand native speakers, and idioms, to sound like native speakers. What do I do every day to prepare for my students in English conversation? First, I go onto Google and I utilize synonyms as much as I can. I'm looking up words that are going to help my student expand and diversify their vocabulary. This way, the students don't always have to use the same words over and over again. You can prepare right now today. Go onto Google and type in interesting synonyms. Take a look at all the great descriptive words that are related to the word interesting. Pick 2 or 3 of those words, write them into your notebook, and then use each word in a different complete sentence. Now you have vocabulary words to help your student develop their conversation speaking skills. In addition to the vocabulary, what else is really important when building conversation skills with your students? That is going to be phrasal verbs. As native English speakers, we often forget how frequently we use phrasal verbs every day in our conversations. However, when our students are listening to native English speakers in conversation, they might get a little bit lost when they hear phrases such as head out, catch up, look out. So, what can you do? You can go to Google and type in useful phrasal verbs or common phrasal verbs, or heck, you can just use phrasal verbs. Choose a link that is most appealing to you, and in that link, you're going to select 3 or 5 phrasal verbs that you see as being most useful for your students. As you pick those phrasal verbs, write them into your notebook and use them in a real sentence. By doing this, you're not forcing the phrasal verbs on the student. You're actually using phrasal verbs that are useful for your own life and that can also benefit your student's life. And we come to the last piece, which is idioms. Idioms have been spicing up my online classes like never before. There's so many idioms available on the World Wide Web. What you need to do is to pick 3 or 5 idioms that you can use in your conversation class, such as, it's not rocket science, out of the blue, once in a blue moon. Students really love to practice and study idioms. You will be blown away by the responses that you get. What do you need to do the last 5 minutes? Share your screen on Zoom with your student. Go to AmazingTalker. Open up the messages between you and your student. There you will find an option where you can create a course for that student. You need to create a lesson package. It could be 5 lessons, 10 lessons, or even 20 lessons. When you create that lesson, send it to the student. As you're in the lesson with them, the student can accept your package offer, and then you're going to assign the homework. Go back to your Zoom lesson, stop sharing the screen, and then open the whiteboard. On the whiteboard, you're going to write 2 or 3 questions that the student can answer before the next class. Have the student send the homework assignment to you as soon as possible and have it done through a voice message. Each voice message can be 15 to 30 seconds in length to answer the question. As soon as the student sends you their assignment, listen to their voice message and start to write down notes. Identify the strengths, weaknesses, and the areas of improvement. Before the next class, reply to your student with words of encouragement and positivity. Show them strengths and areas of improvement. If you follow the strategies that I have shown you in today's video, you're going to have not only a great class, but an outstanding, extraordinary experience online with your student. So get started right now. Put these strategies into practice and apply them. If today's video was useful for helping you improve your online teaching skills, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more if you're brand new, and comment in the section below what point do you think was most valuable in today's video. To start your online teaching career, be sure to use my sign-up link in the description, join my group on Telegram, and take your online teaching career to a whole new level. Have a great class and see you next time right here on YouTube.